In this chess puzzle, there's one move for white that will get you the checkmate in 2. Any other moves are checkmate in 3 or worse. This one was created by L W Mudge in 1878. So we've got the black king, 3 pawns, bishop, and a knight. White has the king, queen, rook, and a bishop. It's white's turn. Can you see the checkmate in 2 for white? Moving the queen to g5 won't get you a mate in 2. The black king can't move. You can get a mate in 2 if they move the knight. But if black pushes the pawn, it saves the mate in 2. And there's no follow-up move here to mate. Moving your queen to h2 doesn't get you a mate in 2 unless black does something like move the knight. Then you can checkmate by moving the queen to b2. But the king can escape to f6, and then there are no follow-up moves here to mate in 2. Taking the knight with your queen doesn't work unless black pushes the pawn, because then you can move the queen to h8 to mate in 2. Again, black can escape to the f6 square, and then you can't follow up with a mate in 2 this way. Moving the queen to e1 won't get you the mate in 2 unless black does something like move the knight or the pawn, in which case you can move the queen to c3 to mate in 2. Black can take the rook with their bishop, and if you try to check the king has an escape square. Okay, let's take a look at the solution to this one, so pause the video if you need some more time. To get the checkmate to 2 for white, you need to move the queen to e7. If black pushes the pawn, you can move the rook to d5 to checkmate in 2, with the pawn on e6 being pinned by the queen. If black decides to move their knight to g3, the queen can now take the unprotected pawn to checkmate in 2. Or if black moves their knight to f6, you can then move your queen to d6 to checkmate in 2. If black takes your rook with their bishop, you can then move the queen to e6 to checkmate in 2. That's it for this puzzle. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.